All right, everybody, welcome to Allam Legal, the hottest place on the internet for your legal and policy shenanigans.
Well, hang on.
So they just found this guy in a ditch, right? Tire looks blown out here. It might be fine, but it looks blown out. And he's talking about help us reverse out of here. Like, sir, you just fell off the road. Like, the cops are going to want to ask you some questions first.
You are stuck. Come here.
Now, recall from my previous streams, to make a stop, right, they need to have reasonable, articulable suspicion. Now here, that is going to be absolutely the case. I mean, if you see a car in a ditch, that's going to be de facto, suspicion of drinking and driving. So they definitely have reasonable suspicion here without a doubt. And what that's going to entitle them to do is a brief investigatory search. And a brief investigatory search means that they can ask you to step out of the car, they can give you a pat down, and then they can look through all of the things in the car in the grab area. Now that's why if you ever see an older car, sometimes they would have a key at the lockbox in the passenger seat. And the reason for that was if it's locked, then they need a warrant to go inside of it. Why is that the case? Because it's not reasonable that it would be within your grab area to put something in there if it's locked, right? And also, the fundamental aspect of a Fourth Amendment search and seizure is reasonableness. So it's what is the container, right? Because if you're, Scalia you once said that if you're looking for an elephant, you can't check something small like a cookie jar or something like that. So that's the whole concept there. So if you're looking for certain things, you cannot just and the reasonable suspicion stop is technically not based on a search. It's not considered a full-blown search. It's just considered, a safety measure to ensure that the officer is safe and that there's no guns or weapons in the car that could be used to harm the officer. So they cannot start looking for drugs, right? But if they find drugs, in the course of making that reasonable, that brief Terry stop, well, then you have an issue.
You know the trains come by right now, right?
No, I know. That's why I'm trying to get the fuck up out of here.
I hear you. What? Yeah, your car ain't going nowhere, dude. You're buried. You're stuck on the track.
What? So how do we get the fuck off the track?
Honestly, I'm trying to figure that out. We notified the SRL I need you guys out of the car because there is a train coming right now.
What the fuck?
Alright, so then let me pull up.
You can't move.
You're not going to be able to move it. Just get out of the car.
You can't. You're buried.
He's like, you can't move it. You're buried. This is hilarious. I'm loving this interaction so far.
You're buried, bro. You can't go nowhere. You're buried. But there's a train
At least to the right.
less than 5 minutes away.
Right.
Alright, so then, you want to get hit by a train?
Do you think I want to get hit by a train?
No, that's what I'm
absolutely
saying.
not.
Get out of the car so we don't get hit, so we can get off this thing.
Baby, try to the right.
Alright, get out of the car.
Okay.
Get out of the car.
Okay.
I gotta order you guys out. Get out of the car, both of you guys. Come on. Safety
We're getting
first.
out.
Safety first, man.
Of course, safety first. But I mean, I'm trying to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, but your car's not going anywhere, man.
I
It's really
understand
stuck.
that.
So, come on.
Yeah, you guys need to get out of the train.
There's a train coming. I don't want to see you guys get hit, bro.
I understand that.
Come on.
All right, let's step over here.
There's gotta be a way to get this car out of there.
Look at the tire right here. Look. See the tires?
Yeah.
They're buried. You guys are literally stuck. I mean, there's no getting off. Do you see what I'm saying? This car ain't going nowhere, man.
This is bad.
Oh, he's stumbling. That's the first signs right there that he might be under the influence.
Okay. You see what I'm saying?
I mean,
That's what I said. It ain't going nowhere. We can't help you
see
with that. We got the Sunrail. We're notifying them to see if they'll stop, but they got one coming right from Sanford, and it's.
I mean, I feel like we got 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 of us got. We can push this motherfucker. Right?
I'll push it.
My concern is us. Okay.
Yeah, but I'll push it.
Right.
Okay. That's the concern. All right.
I mean, the concern is this $300,000 vehicle. I would like to just like push the shit out the way.
Let's start trying.
Look at her. She's swaying too. She's like kind of leaning back and forth. Now, obviously, she's in the passenger seat, so she's got really nothing to worry about. But this guy, man, I mean, you drove onto the train tracks. The officers are looking at you like, you want us to push your car? We're about to arrest you. You want us to push your car off the train tracks? I think his train is leaving.
I don't know what to do about the tow truck or anything.
Tow truck. We don't need a tow truck. We just need. Can I get some manpower to push this shit off of this?
Okay,
train
first
track?
of all, no, because I'm not getting you back behind the wheel.
Why?
How long ago did you realize this one?
This just happened right now. We thought we were making a right, and I fucking turned onto the train tracks apparently. I'm trying.
But yeah, we're not getting back in the car right now, okay? But the reason why, so
Do me a favor, keep your hands out of your pocket.
yeah,
Man.
yeah.
Keep your hands out of your pocket.
There's nothing in my pocket.
That's all right, we'll pass you down a little bit. Put your hands out there.
Come on, man. You know, bro, I'm Marcus Jordan. I'm Michael Jordan's son. I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm just trying to get home, and I made a wrong turn. Okay, and clearly, we would just like to get our car off of the fucking train tracks,
It's
which
true.
we were
I
not
can
trying to be on.
confirm.
Another thing too is if they're drunk, they're gonna smell it. The officers are gonna smell it. So every time they speak, they're just pushing alcohol into the air, and the officers can smell it.
Do you have your ID on you real quick? Let's worry about that.
He does.
Okay, let them know who we're out with. And then we'll.
Did you have an ID on you, ma'am?
Yes, of course.
Oh my goodness gracious! Yes, sir.
Thank you.
I mean, I apologize. This is not
Hold
by
on.
design.
You look this real quick.
I got it. I got it.
I do-
I got it. I
You
got
want
it.
me to
I'll
grab your
hold it.
IDs
I'll
right
hold
here?
it. I'll hold it. I'll hold it for you. We're just trying to head home, man. I live in Dr. Phillips.
How did you manage to get on the train tracks, man?
Honestly, I made a left and I made a right and I made another right, and here we are.
Yeah, I mean the officers are just amazed that he ended up on the train tracks, because if you saw the road, there was no road. That's the point. So it's like how he ended up on the train tracks. It's like,
Okay. Where are you guys coming from?
We were at a couple of venues tonight, but I was just trying to get home. Like,
Thank you.
Well, we got a tow truck on the way.
we really need a tow truck?
Yeah, we're gonna have to walk through here.
We need a tow truck? Really?
Yeah. Yeah, we can't get this off the track,
Bro. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 of us. We can't push this thing in reverse and get it off the track. No?
The 6 of them.
Excuse
I
me.
people to deal.
Fellas. Yes. I'm just trying to get my car off of the train track. I didn't realize that this was a train track.
Okay. You got keys to your car?
To mine?
Yes. Let me see.
Yeah, and that's why we're out here with you right now.
I know.
Because we're spinning tires, we see people walking on train tracks, and there's possible trains coming. Okay?
Trust me, I understand that. So the quicker we can move this motherfucker, the better, right?
I'm telling you, we cannot push this car off the track. There's no possible physical way in this universe.
I disagree with that.
Okay.
But, okay.
You have more than right to disagree with me, okay?
And I think the cops are absolutely correct here. How are they pushing this off the train tracks, right? They're probably going to need to get a tow truck to pull it, and it's going to be painful to watch that. I mean, what is that, a Lambo? That's going to be painful to watch that car get, because it's going to scrape all the way off.
I mean, I'm just saying, if there's 6 of us, and we throw this thing in reverse.
Well, I've already got concerns for your level of impairment anyways, okay? So that's why. Because I can smell alcohol coming from you, and you're on train tracks. Okay.
See? That's exactly what I said. Because he's speaking, he's emitting alcohol from his breath. The cop is also now getting this on the record, right? So if they ever play this tape in court, now the cop has a record of him saying that he smelled alcohol from his breath at the scene of the crime.
Okay. So
come on, man.
Just listen to me. That's why I don't want you back behind the wheel anyways, okay?
I'm fine behind the wheel. I just would like to get my car out of this.
We'll deal with that after this, okay? We'll deal with that after this. But that's why I had to get you out of the car, okay? Because I hear spinning tires, I hear slurred speech from you. You're driving on train tracks.
I'm not slurring anything, and
okay. I'm letting you know. I have concerns. Okay?
Well, I appreciate that.
Driving a vehicle, I can't let you back behind the car and drive a vehicle.
I appreciate your concerns.
Yeah, I don't want.
But I am not inebriated.
Juliet,
I'm not
635
anything that
550
cannot drive home.
90464
The thing is,
my job is to keep everybody safe.
I'm not familiar with this area. I made a right.
Delta,
I thought I was making a right onto the highway. I made a right onto the fucking train track.
1012.
Yep. Where did you turn at, man?
I wish I could tell you, but
yeah, like if you see the train tracks up there, it doesn't look like there's a connecting road. So the cops are like, where did you turn at to get onto these train tracks? And the thing is, he's lucky he didn't lose his life here, because had a train come by while he was driving on the tracks, it would have killed him.
On the train track, that's what I'm saying. It's not like you just turned.
We're not way down the train tracks. We made a right and another right.
I'm letting you know, there's no physical possible way in this universe that we can push this car off the train track.
I disagree with that.
No, I don't care if you disagree or not. Okay, I'm letting you know.
I mean, I get that, but
we're not getting you back behind the wheel. Okay, not at this moment. Okay, there possibly is a train coming. Okay, so we need to get off these tracks. That is my concern right now, for you guys' safety and our own. Okay,
man, bro,
you can't get the car off, and we're not pushing it. Okay, so I'm letting you know that. All right.
I mean, I could definitely get this car off if you gentlemen would like to help me.
I told you, we're not pushing a car off of train tracks like this, and I'm not getting you back behind the wheel until I know that you're safe enough to operate it.
Okay, so what do I have to do to show you that I'm safe enough to operate it?
Well, I'm going to ask you to do field sobriety exercises in a minute, but I'm going to read you your Miranda rights first, because there's so many of us. That's the only reason. I've already ordered you out of the car. I gave you orders. Before I ask any questions, I have to read you your rights. You're not under arrest.
I know that.
So once he's read him his rights, he's effectively going to be put under arrest. I mean, him saying that you're not under arrest, I mean, he's reading you your Miranda rights. So they plan on arresting you. And honestly, the car being off the road like this and on the train tracks where there's no juncture where I can see a road that he would have turned off onto, it appears as though the officers may indeed have probable cause here, right? Probable cause is a fair probability. It's more likely than not. So it's like 51% that a crime has been committed. And it looks like that's the case here, because he's smelling alcohol in his breath. The combination of factors with the car being on the train tracks in this manner. He stumbled when he got out the car. So it's amounting to about probable cause.
Right.
I know I'm not.
So the reason why I have to
I shouldn't be.
I understand that. So what I'm saying is, because it's an alcohol coming from you.
And I should elaborate too that under probable cause now, they would have the authority to arrest him and conduct a full-blown search now, right? Because they don't have the time to obtain a warrant at the current moment, so they're going to have some kind of exception to the warrant requirement, which is going to allow them to search through the vehicle.
Being stuck on the tracks like this, well, I gotta read you your rights first. Do you have the card? But we're gonna get off the track though first, okay?
You okay, Taylor?
Hardly.
All right, ma'am, I'm gonna be doing an investigation on them right here. So that's why we got multiple cops here. So I'm gonna have.
I understand everything that you're saying.
Lower your light, please.
That's not me. I'm not. I don't have any light. Sir,
I'm letting you know. Okay.
I appreciate you letting me know. I'm perfectly fine. I made a right, thinking that this was going to be the shortcut for us to get on the highway.
Okay.
And apparently I was mistaken.
Correct.
So.
Okay. So that's why I'm here to do a possible investigation for impairment.
Sure. Do you have to do
So
whatever you have to do.
That's why I said if you're willing to talk to me about it.
Be on the track. Trying to cause anything.
Where's Amelia group at?
The Amelia group is based out of Miami, but
This isn't like a main road. That's all I'm asking.
I'm not sure, sir. That's fine. Thank you, baby.
Okay. Prescription medications?
No, sir.
Okay. What about illegal substances? Like
No,
marijuana,
sir.
Heroin, anything like that?
No, sir.
Now, a very important lesson here, too, is not to lie to the police officers. So they're asking him if he's taken any controlled substances. From what I've seen in the later report, I believe that he tested positive for cocaine. So do not lie to the officers if you don't want to answer a question because you don't want to incriminate yourself. Plead the fifth. Do not say anything. Be like, I'm not going to talk without my lawyer. That is the proper response in this kind of situation, not to lie to the officer.
Okay. Like I said, I'm gonna have you do a couple exercises. Okay.
Sure.
What those are is I'm gonna look at your eyes first. Okay.
Sure.
So what I want you to have to do is then stand right here to face me.
All right.
And
wherever you want.
take your glasses off and look at your eyes, okay? I'll have you hold them so you can put them back on after this, okay?
I'm holding.
Stand straight together, the heels, toes touching, keep your arms down by your side. Just like this.
Feet together, heels, toes touching.
Yep, heels, toes touching, keep your arms down by your side.
Sure.
I know you're a little taller, so stare at the tip of my finger right here,
I'm
okay?
staring. Exactly.
All right, follow the tip of my finger with your eyes and eyes only. You good? Keep your head still, okay? So just your eyes.
Yeah, man. I'm doing my best. I see it. I'm following it.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Now, they're taking him through the field sobriety test. And one of the things about the field sobriety test is you actually do not have to submit to it. They are typically asking you optionally. Now, the breathalyzer test can be a different story depending on your jurisdiction. You might get a suspended license for refusing the breathalyzer test, which, again, can depend on the circumstances. If you are this drunk, it's not going to help you to refuse the breathalyzer test, but especially if you're going to lose your license, right? If you're going to get a suspended license, you're going to get one anyways. It looks like if you're this drunk as, and you have cocaine in your system like Marcus had. But it's an important consideration to think about when you're being pulled over, because the actual field sobriety test itself, where they have you like walk in a straight line and hold your foot up in one air for a certain amount of time, that stuff is all pseudoscience, and they're going to use it though as evidence that you were drunk. But you do not have to submit to it at all.
I don't need any money. I'm just trying to get my car.
I hear you.
Get the fuck out of here.
Grab some tape from them.
coming from here.
Go ahead and place it on the ground. Can you see it okay?
I mean, I see it.
See? Alright, perfect. Alright, so what I'm going to have you do is I'm going to have you simple instructions, and then I'm going to demonstrate it for you, okay?
Yes, sir.
During this instruction, I want you to stay in the position I'm going to get you in, okay? So go ahead and put your left foot on the line. Then put your left foot on the line. Put your right foot directly in front of your left, heel tucked in your toe. Put your arms down by your side in a relaxed manner. Stay in that position right there until I tell you to move. You understand?
Sure.
When I tell you to begin, you're going to take 9 heel-to-toe steps down the line. Make a turn, which I'll demonstrate for you. And walk 9 heel-to-toe steps back down the line. It's going to look like this. Say I'm taking 6 steps right now. 7, 8, 9. You leave your front foot on the line. Small steps to the back foot. Make a turn. And 9 heel-to-toe steps back. 1, 2, 3. All the way to 9. You understand so far?
Yes, sir.
Throughout the exercise, keep your arms down by your side.
Sure.
Watch your feet. Count each step out loud. Don't stop and center yourself at any time. You understand?
Sure.
Is there any reason why you wouldn't be able to do this exercise?
I mean, there might be, but I'm willing to do it anyway.
What would be that reason?
Nah, it doesn't matter. I'm willing to do it anyway.
Okay. I'm
Right.
just trying to make sure I evaluate you properly.
And I'm trying to.
So go ahead and get back into position.
I'm in position. 1.
That's this. Once
Right.
you're in that position, the first step is one. You understand?
This is 1.
Nope. The first step from there is 1.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Do we need extra tape for this?
No, sir.
No?
Do the turn.
So then 1, here's the turn. And then I'm going 9 back, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
All right.
Come on, man. Like, what the fuck?
Go ahead and go to the line now. What I'm going to have you do is you're going to, yep, toes touching, keep your arms down by your side.
Can you show me?
I am.
I didn't see. Sorry. Feet together, arms by my side.
When I tell you, you're going to raise 1 foot 6 inches off the ground like this. See that?
No. See it. Yeah.
You're going to point your toe away from your body and make your foot like parallel to the ground.
Okay.
You're going to keep your arms down by your side throughout the entire exercise and legs straight like this.
Sure.
You're going to look at your raised foot.
Alright, so they're going to go through the rest of this exercise. I've covered this before. You know, it's kind of dumb to submit to it. I don't think he didn't look too bad on his little walkthrough. But this is the hardest part, keeping your foot up in the air, because if you don't have good balance, you know, you could fail this as a sober person.
Thanks.
Wow.
So what we'll do is... And
Leaning against the car.
But whatever.
Right. 3?
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Put those hands back. I believe you have too much space tonight. Okay. Just letting you know. Okay?
I disagree with that, sir. But whatever you say.
That's what I'm letting you know.
I mean, I hear you, but I disagree.
Okay, cool. Just letting you know.
Alright, so he's being arrested. Now, I told you when they gave him the Miranda rights, they intended on arresting him from the beginning, but here we are. Hey guys, if you enjoy the content that I'm producing on this channel, please give me a like, subscribe, follow, and leave a comment below if you think that I should do content like this in the future, or if you have any recommendations of content that I should be doing in the future.